Every single world record in distances from the 5K to the marathon has been set on a high-carb diet. Yet amateur runners are still obsession over fat adaptation, and it's destroying your speed. Your body is a hybrid engine with a massive design flaw. You have a fuel tank for fat that is practically infinite. Even the leanest runner carries 50,000 calories of fat. But the fuel line for fat is the size of a coffee stirrer. It flows too slowly for high intensity. Carbs are the opposite, a tiny tank with a massive fuel line. But here is the twist that catches everyone out. You physically cannot fill up indefinitely. Your glycogen tank has a hard biological ceiling. You can store roughly 400 grams in your muscles and 100 grams in your liver. Once that tank is empty, your body is forced to switch back to that tiny fat-burning fuel line. This is exactly what hitting the wall is. So how do we fix this? Most runners look at the glycemic index and panic, thinking sugar is toxic. They're wrong. The glycemic index is a tool, not a rule. When you are sitting on the couch, high GI foods spike insulin and store fat. But during and immediately after a run, that high GI sugar bypasses the liver and goes straight to muscle repair. Timing changes the chemistry. Now here is the mistake that keeps you slow. You're likely calculating your carbs as a percentage of your diet, like the 40-30-30 rule. Throw that in the trash. Your muscles don't care about percentages. They care about absolute mass relative to your body weight. If you're cutting calories to lose weight but keeping percentages the same, you are chronically underfueling your training. Here is the actual protocol used by elites. It's not vague, it's math. For easy recovery runs, you need about 3 to 5 grams of carbs per kilogram of body weight. But for intense threshold sessions or long runs, you need to push that to 8 or even 10 grams per kilogram. If you weigh 70 kilograms, that's 700 grams of carbs. It sounds like a lot because it is. This brings us to the final payoff. Why does fat adaptation fail for speed? It's simple stoichiometry. Burning fat requires more oxygen molecules to produce ATP than burning carbs does. When you're racing, oxygen is your limiting factor. Carbs are oxygen-cheap fuel. If you force your body to burn fat at race pace, you are literally making your engine less efficient. Carbs aren't the enemy. They are your throttle.